Hello guys, how are you? You don't look fine actually, but I hope you're fine, eh? Hey, guys, I get excited when I see many people. That's in my nature. I'm a comedian, come on. I remember the last time I saw so many people was on Black Friday. I was so excited. I didn't even have a cent in my name, but just the sight of so many people got me excited. But you have to understand, I'm black. It was the very first time for me to see something that starts with the word black that is so popular like Black Friday. Yeah, well, of course, except for Black Label, I know it's also popular. Yeah, but I remember the things that I know about the word black is black magic, black sheep of the family, blackmail, those things are all negative. So Black Friday was like, yeah, this is the one. But I remember I was also traumatized by that phone called the BlackBerry. Remember the BlackBerry? There was a time when it was very popular, like it was a symbol of status for you to update on Facebook, like via BlackBerry. I was like, yeah. And then after I was disappointed by BlackBerry, I held on to black coffee. I was like, black coffee, you're my only hope. Yeah, my only hope. And then black coffee, yo, black coffee hit someone like, yo, black coffee. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kini Sabuno. Thank you very much for listening.
Wow. Interesting stuff. Kini Sabuno, right here on Daily Thetha. Tumelo. Mothotoane. You know that every Monday to Thursday at 11 a.m. on SABC 1. We are the youth. We're taking charge of our present and our future. But speaking of topic, of course, we're putting the spotlight on comedy, the industry in South Africa. Is it making money? Is it profitable? Is it something the comedians can actually advise you to pursue or not? We're finding out today.
Sangena Kalaga Daily Thetha on SABC 1 and Mzansi for sure. Hashtag Be New with One. I'm trying to about indaba ama comedians. So nukwazi kabantu kulula nukuba comedian linings in Africa skatin samanje industry yangeneka ngeneki nanokuthi mase kuzwa lento kuthiwa imali chelete. Yeah, bayithola yini because amanye ama comedians izitori ezisabisayo dumi kuthiwa a comedian as much as ehlekisa yena and impilo yakhe ayikho right. So yonto sikhuluma ngayo namhlanje. Give us a call as well 0113391315. Find us on Facebook also daily_Thetha na Twitter daily_Thetha kanti mawu Instagram khona sithi daily_Thetha_SABC1 sanibona.
Of course, Kennedy we're also just giving props to the National Teachers Awards on SABC2 at 10 p.m. We're awarding our teachers the work that they do, challenging industry. We need to have another topic we put the spotlight on our teachers in the education system. We're talking about comedy and all the challenges. Tweet us, Facebook us, and let us know about our industry. Trevor Noah is doing us proud on a global stage right now, and also the array of comedians they're doing us very proud as well.
Trevor Noah ukidibona nabanye.
We'll of course be dealing with a lot of comedy, so without any further ado, let's meet our comedians. Nikai, how are you?
Good.
Well, Mo Mutebe and Nicholas Goliath, welcome.
Thank you so much for
Thank you for
having us.
coming. Why comedy? Let's start with that question. More of all the, job opportunities. I mean, the country right now, the economy needs IT technicians. We need mathematicians. We need doctors. And you're like, we're going to make everybody laugh.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. This always been like a bit of a class clown. I guess the typical answer for everyone.
Yeah, that guy in the classroom.
Yeah.
So also, you don't have to study 7 years to be a comedian. Like
how long does it take you to be a comedian? 1 night, 2 nights?
It varies depending on who you are. Some people have been doing it for about 15 years. Still not sure if they're comedians. Others come in and do one show and you can tell straight away.
So exactly, let me ask this question, guys. How do you know that you're funny? Friends, family, or you just feel inside, I'm funny inside?
I think with me, like I like Mo says, I was also just the class clown. I was the one that was doing anything to make somebody laugh at school, that type of thing. And eventually, as I got older, it got to a point where my friends were like, dude, you need to be on stage. You have to get on stage. And to be honest, I knew nothing about comedy, got on stage, and then I just loved it. I love the idea of spreading happiness in the world. Like, I go out and I make people smile.
But Nick, when I think about the class clowns, I always remember the teachers saying, have a future. They have no future because all they know is making everybody laugh. They're not doing their work. Is that the case? Is there a future in comedy?
Yeah, definitely. Industry's growing and we're all eating. So it's like there's enough for everyone to be successful without us stepping on anyone's toes. So don't look down at class clowns.
Yeah.
Don't do that. No,
Yeah.
give them hope.
And also,
Yeah.
where are the teachers? They're going to awards tonight. Yeah, very nice for the teachers.
Yeah.
We're going to be at Goliath Comedy Club.
Hello.
Washa.
There we go. Yeah.
So
Interesting.
let's say you're on stage and maybe it's your first time, second time, or whatever. Maybe after so many years and people are not laughing at your jokes. How do you guys do it? Do you find yourself having to explain a joke? Like, I'm trying to say this and that, or you just go on?
Well, I think like for me, you know, the explaining of the jokes come with experience. In the beginning, when a joke dies, when you say something that you know is funny or you believe is funny and the audience just stares at you with blank faces, as a newcomer in the industry, I feel like you automatically panic because you know they're supposed to laugh.
Yeah.
So now you race, try and rush through to get to the next punchline to get them to laugh. And then you find now you're missing cues, you're missing steps, you know, they're not listening as well as they should.
Yeah.
But with experience now, if a joke dies, I will say, yo, guys, sure. I laughed when I wrote this joke at home.
Yeah, it was funny
And
to
you
me.
guys, I came and shared my laughter and now you're just like, no.
I'm sure that those difficult
Unacceptable.
audiences that are just difficult. I can imagine corporates,
Oh.
just difficult to crack.
You know, they can be difficult, but the thing for me is, what I've realized is that once you believe in your funny, once you know that you are funny and you believe in it, there's no audience that should terrify. You can go to corporates. Yeah, it's a little, the rules are a little bit different in corporate, but they're just people. They're the same people that go to comedy clubs and watch comedy shows. So.
Interesting.
Funny is funny.
Yeah.
Everyone understands the language of funny. So
Yeah.
no matter what the crowd, you can make them laugh.
No, there's this thing that some comedians are not really having fun in their life. Some of them, they are depressed. Some of them, they're bipolar, whatever the case may be. How true is that? Can you just go on stage and make people laugh, but your life, you're so stressed in your life?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a form of relief as well in therapy. It's stand-up is, you know, I mean, you can have a bad day or being like a tough period in your life, but you get relief when you get on stage and you make other people laugh. You know what I mean? Make their day better. But
Go back to your life.
yeah, I mean,
After
I mean, that's with every industry, I guess, there is sadness involved and people pretending to be happy and they're not. It just comes with the territory. But with stand-up, we get pleasure from making other people happy, even though sometimes all of us aren't happy all the time.
Yeah. And also, how do you deal with that as a comedian? Is that your relief? Do you go to a psychologist? Do you try and have, allow the jokes to be therapeutic to you? How do you deal with a stressful life while trying to make somebody else happy and, laughing?
Strangely enough, I'm going next week to see a psychologist or a holistic healer for the first time. Simply because, like, what I've realized is that you've also just got to get the right people to do the right things. And yeah, it's all well and good. It is therapeutic to be on stage and to be able to talk about your life and, everybody laughs. But it's always a humorous thing. There's never any seriousness from the audience side. So sometimes I feel like you just need that focused mind that's going to give you the good, solid information that you need. So yeah, I'm in the process to go and do that. Not because I'm depressed, but just because I've got issues in my life, just like anybody else does. Like we all got our things.
And also the pressure, guys. You are funny. I see you on stage. You're funny. I see you at the mall now. You're busy shopping or you're with the family. I'm like, hey, please give me a joke. How do you guys deal with that? Like, hey, please, something like this. I'm sharing a joke.
you get used to that.
It's okay one. It's okay one.
Like you get to a bra and someone says you're a comedian, now everyone's just gathering around like, what's your taste? You know what I mean? You're just yourself, you know what I mean? Yeah, and there's comics that are funny the whole time, and I'm funny on stage, and there's guys that are just chilled.
Yeah, like Tolles Mo, that guy is full-time comedian.
On,
like
the whole time.
From if his eyes are open, he's a comedian.
But how do you take somebody like that seriously? When they're really serious, when they're upset, you're like, okay, is he about to crack something, or is he seriously now not trying to be funny?
But we're also humans as well, you know? We're not like clowns, you can't take us seriously and think everything we do is a joke. There are moments you can tell when you're serious, and there's times when you're messing around and joking around, so yeah.
Okay, guys, ngiyatholela ukuthi namhlanje sikhuluma ngama-comedians as comedy a joke or not a joke. That's what we're talking about namhlanje ukuthi impilo zabo abaziphilayo masihlangana nabo emgwaqeni erenkeni petrol station ukuthi abakushaya ngejoke kodwa wena bakucela upetrol babehlangana nayo endleleni. So yona into esikhulumayo namhlanje so besinokidi bona imlawuthi sesebenza nabantu abangaki bona. Inqwaba yabantu asesebenza nabo. So uzobe khona naye sitshela about impilo yakho ukuba i-comedian nokuthi uphila kanjani as a comedian after this.
Welcome back to Daily Thetha on SABC 1. Of course, we're putting the spotlight on the comedy industry in South Africa. And what goes down behind the scenes, you're just consumers of comedy, behind the scenes, and what challenges our comedians are going through, whether the industry is profitable or not, whether people are stealing each other's jokes or not. We're finding out all that and more today. But before we introduce guest, let's just take a look at this very short clip. We're talking and seeing what really happens, especially at a comedy club.
My name is Nicholas Goliath, and I am a comedian slash voiceover artist slash entertainer. On the 3rd of July 2017 will be 6 years exactly. For me, the main thing was that I had no idea what comedy was. I had no idea that people were making careers out of this thing. I just thought it was something you do on the side just for entertainment. So yeah, my perception, then I suppose there was a perception, my perception that there was no industry. So I think the biggest challenge for me was just adjusting my mindset, because originally when I started doing comedy, I assumed that I was just going to get up on stage and just talk without needing any material. But I very quickly found out that if you don't have material, there's a very good chance people don't laugh.
The wall will flash crazy like this, and everybody will go crazy like this.
From the time I started comedy, I loved it, and every day I wake up and I'm just grateful that I get to do what I love every single day. It's amazing. I get to make people laugh for a living. Best thing I can be doing with my life.
What was that? Hey, the person that loves discounts, that's...
So my jokes, because I do a lot of observational comedy, most of the stuff is something that I see or hear, or some interaction that happens in my life. And I find that when people laugh, or when I laugh in a situation, I find a way to try and take that situation and explain it to an audience to make it feel like they were there at that moment, so that they get a full picture of what I'm trying to explain. The industry is quite great. So we have a lot of comedians that come through either here or we meet at other gigs, and guys are always open and willing to chat, and we're always talking about ideas, about gags, because what we find is that it works better once you start bouncing ideas off of people. It gives you a more holistic look.
Where are you from, brother? You're from Elros. Sorry, my dog. Can I come over here to this?
With the experience I've gained over the past 6 years, I've realized that it's easier to just admit to the audience when something goes wrong. When you drop a gag and they just don't laugh, find a way to explain it to them, to try and just to humanize you, because then they made aware that you are human and not everything's going to be amazing, because I think there's also a perception that everything you say as a comedian has to be funny. Now that we've got a little bit of spotlight, we get approached by a lot of people to do sort of charity events, which I'm all for. I love doing charity events. I've got a few charities. I'm ambassador for the Sunflower Fund. So that's the one thing. And then so you've got to choose your charities, because what will happen is you find that you'll be getting so many charity bookings, and if you keep saying yes, eventually you find where you're crossing over to gigs that want to pay, that are now you're unable to do because you've got an obligation to a gig where you're not getting paid. So you've got to sort of minimize that. And also you've got to be worth the money that you're asking for. I mean, you can't be going out and just asking, if you're starting and it's your 6th week in comedy, you can't be asking for loyiso cola money.
What people are like, what's a steering? Hey, you must learn. A steering is when you watch a movie. Remember where we got the word steering? When a show starts, it starts with starring, and then it goes in order of importance. And the first person, after the word starring, that is the guy we as black people adopt as our steering. Now you ask yourself, what does it mean to be a steering? Well, it means you never die the whole movie.
It's just a matter of understanding the market and the industry and what the cost of your talent is. And most importantly, I always say, if you've got to have good management. It makes it so much easier, because as for me personally, I'm not a businessman. When it comes to those things, I rely heavily on Kate to do the negotiations, to do all of that. And I can rely on her because I know she's always got my best interest at heart. My advice is the same as it always is. Just, firstly, if you don't believe that you're funny, don't be on stage. If you do believe that you are funny, be on stage as much as you can possibly be on stage. Go to all of the gigs, speak to as many comedians as you speak to, and write your own material. Don't do somebody else's stuff. It just doesn't work. You get judged in the industry. People tend not to want to book you when you're using other people's material. So just be original, be funny, and be driven.
Sabukeli Thetha on SABC1, hashtag being you with one. Sikhuluma about comedy namhlanje. Comedy is not a joke. And anything ufuna ukuyibuza as well, find us on Facebook, na Twitter, daily_Thetha, Facebook, na Twitter. Uzu tufuna ukuthini wena ama-comedians wethu esinawo namhlanje. I see there's something from Usia Kulashe from Facebook, which I love comedy. One question though, guys, why do comedians like make fun of politicians? That's a comment again. And right now we have Kini Mlausi and Sister H. Guys, I'm sure nizophendula lo mbuzo.
Yes.
Shota khona ukuthi uphakame, but guys, angifuna ukwazi ukuthi imaterial yenu, do you guys research it or just nje kufika ekhanda? Not that you have something to say kuma politicians at Lohlweni.
Okay, that has two answers. Number one, if you don't research your joke, you're gonna appear as a lightweight comedian, as a beginner. But if you research your joke, it shows that you've put meat on top of the joke. So now, when you do the joke, it'll be funny everywhere in the country and also outside the country as well. Oh, yes. It's the same thing. You can't go to the Comrade Marathon if you don't train, So you need to, And then it's easier to make fun of politicians because every day there's comedy material. It's so easy, like,
Ubano is when's the comedy guy.
Why you wanna go there? You guys.
Big boy, eh?
Yeah,
okay, I was about to answer.
So let's also talk about whether people take the jokes personally or not. I mean, whether it's politicians or people that you tease in the audience. Do you ever get people barring, how could you misrepresent me and my character? Do people take it seriously?
We do. Kile ka shapiwa ka glass once ko Polokwane.
No, gagesho.
When I'm Tom Dim, happen na ke tsona. Rona ke tsona batho ga joke. Ke joke ka monna o sora ke swikiri, ga I'm hitting home. I bet.
No, and then what
and then they took him out and then mom explained this is comedy. And it was not directed to him. Oh yeah. The joke hit home. Yeah.
Sure, that's hectic.
Gunzima, taxi drivers, if ubonakale drive taxi and ukibeza abantu mahala bakushaye. What about you comedians? If you see someone just throwing in material now and then, say, don't have to do this, blah, blah, blah. How do you guys react if you umuntu javela shine, you comedy, it's calling.
Stage or...
No, anyway, but you guys get paid for that.
Yeah. Yeah, of course we get paid, because it's a profession. It's a full-time profession. That's what we do. Like, I don't do anything else but comedy. Yeah. So I do comedy locally, internationally, throughout the continent. So we need to get paid. But now, when the industry started, there wasn't money. I remember we did the first comedy club at Joburg by a horror cafe in Newtown with Eugene Koza, Libo Trevor Noah. I remember we used to get paid 20 rand per after. No, but that was like 2005, 6, like $20. But now, just add as many zeros that you want on top of the 20.
That's how much you get paid. Is that the case? Verify, can it?
Eugene Koza 20 rand?
No, in 2005. But
2005? We're in 2017.
Yeah.
So now, that's why you can add as many zeros as you want now on top of the 20. That's how the industry has changed.
20 rand would be relevant if it was 1998.
Sure. So sister, you're saying there is money in comedy. How much do you guys start?
I won't say how much we make. Yeah. Each and every job. Yeah. It's about how you implement ntwana le sebedisa chelete a re sebedisa chelete ka o tshwana nka gola 500 to gole 500 but o gona o sebedisa better than nna. You understand?
What is the right fee for a comedian? Let me say I want you to come and perform at my wedding, or I want you to come and do just a set at my work.
You're looking as a junior comedian, you're looking at about 8,000 for those 4 hours. Okay. Then it goes up.
How many hours?
For a wedding's 4 hours.
No, for me to say hi in 3,000. I'm just
you look at, she's crazy. So you look. So you look at 8,000, then you can go up to whatever 25K, depending on your profile. Now, depending on the wedding, like if I'm doing her wedding, because I know she probably doesn't have a big bank balance. Go to 8,000, yeah, one. But now, let's say I'm doing whatever Trevor Noah's wedding. That means then because I it depends on the profile. That's what Nick mentioned earlier. The manager can get to negotiate for your salary based on the client. You know what I mean? If we can see that he doesn't really have money, but he wants to, then it's fine. Give me whatever you have. But now, if on a profile, then you're working. It's the manager's job is to come in there and think.
Sorry to interrupt you. If you have jobs like you're already profiling, adding tuning, can you please give my friend one? He needs to change this thing to thing. Like Bogat to Bogat is out of fashion, my friend. Bogat to Bogat. So please, guys out there, please hire my friend. He needs new clothes.
Corner this thing that sees guys that opening guys.
Opening guys, the show,
Yeah, the opening guys, Batola, whereby Beuzega, like I'm gonna open for Ukidiboni for like how many 10 gigs, but you give me $100. How true is that?
Okay, it depends on from which angle when are you coming from, Ukidiboni has a bigger profile and he appeals to a lot of people. Then when you are a nobody. So if you want to be introduced to my market, you might say, come through, I'll get whatever that I want. You know what I mean? I need to when you come through, then you must negotiate. If you want $500, you must say, Kiri, can I get this? Because sometimes you'll agree that okay, exposure. Then later on, Jiga. So it's the same thing that Nick said. You need a manager.
Cool. Let's go to any comedian in KZN Jangamanje. Justice Gubega. Welcome to Daily Thetha.
Hey, Nizan Puti.
Sikhona unjani wena baba?
Ngikhona. Hey, nami ngivuka isikwele la. Ikhona imali kwi-comedy. It's a career. I mean, I've been doing comedy for 10 years and through comedy ngiyalobola manje.
Oh, wow.
I'm running comedy clubs like KZN. So there's really imali khona mfethu. It's like any other job.
So usunengoduso nentombi nengane konke ngecomedy nje.
Intombi eyodwa le ngilobolayo ngecomedy. And I'm hosting ama comedy clubs every month. I think into ekwenza as a comedian ukwazi ukusustaineka is not to rely on just bookings. Create your own work as well. Every month in my comedy clubs at KZN ngibooka khona abo Kini Bona, abo Sister H and all the other comedians, which makes it extra cash for me because now every month I know there is something that is coming in. And also bese kuba ma weddings, bese kuba ma corporate government events and all those other gigs.
Cool stuff. Siyabonga kakhulu Justice and sithemba ukuthi wonke ama comedy clubs wakho azohamba kahle. So kulandela na Facebook na ku Twitter na yezwa baba.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much Justice Arimbapa Chongorbe. We'll have more on comedy.
Usabukela iDaily Thetha on SABC 1 #BeNewWith1 sikhuluma about comedy namhlanje ukuthi baphila kanjani osomahlaya nanokuthi khona imali kuba ungekubeni usomahlaya nathi izi kangakanani kuba i-comedian because I believe ukuthi abantu abaningi banakho uyitshela ukuthi bangama comedians especially mabasebethe ukuthi bashaya kancane bayabona ukuthi nabo ama comedians. Give us that call 011-339-1315 or find us on Facebook daily_Thetha and na ku Twitter as well. I see Kuthalo as well. What are the obstacles do you as comedians face at Maibuye? There's a comment last so basically about that
Well, right now we're joined by Kanyisa, Lee, Sister H, and they are our queens, of course, in our comedy. About the challenges they face as women and also if there's a gap for women comedians who penetrate the market. But feel like about comedy. Is it an art? Is it hard? Is it easy?
I think it's difficult being a comedian because firstly, you need to please the public. You need to please your audience. So whatever you put to the table or whatever you put as a joke has to impress the other person.
I think the hard part is you trying to be funny. So if sometimes your comments do not make sense or relate to someone else, it won't be funny.
Generally, funny people aren't funny on stage. And that's just my personal opinion. I'm a funny guy apparently, but I'm on stage. And so I'm sure it must be hard. It's a lot of pressure.
Because it depends on the kind of sense of humor you bring to the table. Not everyone is going to laugh at your jokes.
Being a comedian is a skill, like it's some other way. You gotta have talent for that stuff.
It requires you to have confidence and stage fright obvious abantu abaningi sabashaya yabona. Obvious ukume stage phambi kwabantu abapaya angeke.
It's not as easy as it looks according to Nalu and Strateng. It's an art, there's pressure to make people and sometimes it's not easy. But I feel like I'm very curious to know, as a woman, Mosadina, and only in this very male-dominated, comedy industry, do they actually make it? And is it equal pay for Bona as Masadi compared to Bana? Can you say, Sister H, Can you say, I want to borrow a question? Abal patelo twan. Lebu kidi boy.
Akere se shaba tulina.
So you demand the same payment.
Ebana. Apaka momero so
abantu botsa wena go dijwana di pitcheng tlhokomele bana. Why?
But now I believe like now we were trying to say we breaking the ice for the male dominated industry. We're not breaking the ice. We've melted the ice. Women comedians are here to stay, like Bona, we're killing them. We're slaying.
Okay.
Can you say when ungasho into efanayo no Sisa ngijob as challenge because we've seen ama comedians abat beslisa banyuka kakhulu, but when it comes to abantu besifazane still nakhona sababona but not ngendlela abantu beslisa abadominate ngakhona. Would you say ukuthi kuyafana?
Yeah, I agree nayo kuyafana, but you must remember ukuthi there are more male comedians than females, so it's easier to notice male comedians who are doing it. Yeah, even us females, we get paid the same way. We funny and sometimes even funnier than the guys. Yeah, so yeah, it is fun.
We're one of the guys actually, man. There's no I don't know why should we be labeled. We're just comedians. I don't know why should they be a female comedian, male comedian. We make people laugh for a living. It's you're a comedian. Finish.
Okay. And for when I can say as well, Kekushor Utomila about 7 years ago, in this industry of comedy. Journey has it been easy? Take us through.
I'm sure there's no one who's got an easy journey with comedy. I started also you think you're funny back then. Yes, I came there.
What about number band?
Number 6.
Okay.
You can imagine it was 2009. But then at that time I was not staying here in Joburg, so I was in and out of Joburg. But I think the more effort you put, you progress according to the effort. There are challenges again that will challenge you besides about how talented you are. There are other things that affect you, but thick skin. Guys, thick, what do you call it? Whatever is thick, just go. And yes, you just need to push because if you think that someone is going to feel sorry for you, you just one, you must be funny. And I remember you mentioned something about researching topics for comedy. One, you also need to study audience as well. I cannot come here and just start making jokes about Shambi, speaking deep closer, knowing that people don't understand it. If you just study your audience, where am I performing today? Who am I performing for? You even ask the people that are booking you, who's going to be there? And then they give you an idea, then you know what you're going to talk about. So comedy is hard work, actually.
Okay, but guys, since you find amanye comedians like ngiyafundisa or I'm doing this part-time, I'm in full-time, but comedy is just something against the side. Don't you find if ama gigs it's a dry season, ufile ngathi sekumele ngathi ungathola omunye umsebenzi eceleni?
Yeah, I can answer that question because I've done comedy with a job SID. You know what happens with comedy? You don't have a guarantee that you're going to get gigs this month. Any job gives you that guarantee. But each job steals your time. I've been working as a comedy. I could not write material for months because the job, if you didn't deadlines, I'm stress. I'm a teacher. I was teaching. Yes. So I want good. No. It doesn't matter. this thing has got a stable income, but it's stealing from my passion, because the passion yami comedy. So if I can just forget about this job for a while and push this thing, now I stay at home, I write a lot, and there's no one who stresses me. Good, hey, when you figure deadline, I'm doing my things like yes, like last was it last week? I went to Cape Town to do my one woman show. I stayed there for 3 days, and I really think if you want to do comedy, just have that leap of faith and forget everything, do it.
Interesting. Yes. Wow. And Nicholas, let's talk about the comedy club scene as well. How's the influx of women, penetrating that, scene whereby we see more women come into the comedy club, we see more women coming, to share, their material on a regular basis?
Oh man, we've got it, like Kanisa says, if they're pushing. We've got so many ladies coming through, some amazing ladies. Kanisa is one of my favorites. I was actually saying to her just before the show, what I love about her is that she quietly just does a thing. She doesn't care about the fact that she's a woman. She doesn't care about things. She just gets up, does comedy, and super funny. But at the club, we've got lots of ladies. We've got Tracy Lee Oliver, Nina Hasty, Tumi Moraki. We've had all the greats, the amazing. Lindsay, they're all there. And we encourage it, man. We love to see a lady doing well on stage, simply because we don't want it to be a male-dominated industry.
Tumelo, into ndifuna ukuyibuza as well ukuthi kubaleke ngani to go to comedy clubs, because omunye umuntu like audience yakho incane, I want to go to bigger stage and everything. Kubaleke ngani sisa ukuthi uqale at the comedy club?
Comedy clubs, that's where the fun is. And corporates, yabona namanje ukuthi sihleli kanjani bheka ubrother ngijaki zakhe.
Where's mine?
Sihlane sina ama laughs wakhona and it gives confidence futhi ngelona, because remember comedy comedy is direct interaction. So if you perform fanele uzwe ukuthi labantu laba bayayifila lento isho. So comedy club gigs are very, very important.
Alrighty then. Thetha from Bushbuck Ridge, ra amogela. Hi Thetha. Alright, feels like Remoluzi's Mobusisiwe.
Yeah, Mzansi.
Saphila unjani sisi?
Ngiyaphila. My question goes to Sister H.
Same question.
Uyakubuka khuluma.
Yes, Pussy.
Sister H, hi.
Hi, baby.
Kunjani?
Ngiphila.
Yimi uninji.
Oh, okay. Okay, she's one of
my question is if you're making a joke and then ama audience angahleki, how does that make you feel?
Okay, lesson. It makes me grow kakhulu ukuthi ngiyazi ukuthi, like Kanisa said earlier on, you have to learn your audience. And you will never ever be funny 24/7. The crowd you see ibheka namanje bhek sizobahlekisa mara bastiff ukuthi nje vele kunokuthi nje ungahlekisi kunokuthi uhlekise yabona. But you take it like a man, because I'm always around men, so like I take it like a man. I did not make it today, tomorrow is another day.
And you can still have a chance ngokusa staging to see ukuthi yeyiphi angle uze ngayo, and then you can change it. You can feel ukuthi people don't like it. Let's say I come here and talk about whatever our topic that I feel good, I enjoy, then you just change while you're still on stage. You can't talk about something else now, test. And it also goes back to researching about the audience, who's going to be there.
Yes. Interesting. All right, we still have more about the comedy industry in SA. We'll be right back.
Sabukeli Daily Thetha on SABC1 hashtag be new with one. Yona tesikhuluma ke namhlanje sikhuluma about i-comedy, ukuthi kunzima kanjani ukuba i-comedian. Kumele ukuthi uzubalansise nube nomunye umsebenzi ongakwazi ukwenza impilo yakho nje yonke and ungamnenye into obalanse ngayo. Give us a call on 011-339-1315 or find us on Facebook na ku Twitter daily_Thetha. I see there's something from Sandile Mbense. I like comedy. Into engichaza kakhulu to see comedians engachemile like Trevor Noah. I'm not a comedian though. Kini Shandu, Loisokola, kakhulu. But I believe also on the line we do have Tsepo. Tsepo.
Hello, okay.
Riteng babu kai wen.
Bona.
Yeah, your comment about today's topic?
Yeah, kahle kuba comedy. Kuba comedy kunyaka go luena ube funny.
Oh yes. Are you a comedian?
Yeah.
Are you funny?
Yeah, no, I'm funny. It's Mosaka. Ge ke tsamaya fela o no go bona batho ba tshega fela.
Oh yeah. Without saying a word.
Bjalo mawa ita le mo le go beng e re shia gona go tshwana le ge re le ko di-funeraleng.
Oh yeah.
Ge o tswetse go ba dira metlai ge o le funeral o ka go se tlatanyana.
No, no, siyakuzwa mfowethu. Siyabonga kakhulu for your call, ne? Hello?
All right, Tsepo, thank you so much for calling. I'm joined by Ebenezer, later Hobon, of course, keep one of the comedians as well. Welcome.
Hello. Hello.
I'm excited.
I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry. Are we live? This is live.
Yes, it's so live.
This is so live. This is so live.
But why comedy? Why comedy?
I don't know. I should have studied, guys. I'm so poor. Like, and my mom told me. My mom was like, Ebenezer, study. I'm like, no, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be like Trevor. Didn't happen. So, hey, man.
No levels.
But as Utumo was saying, guys, is it easy to break it with the comedy industry? Because we've seen like big guns like Trevor Noah, Loiso Gola, Abokidi Boni. How easy for a new guy to crack into an industry right now? It's cutting so much.
Well, it's not easy at all. The thing with comedy is it's a craft.
Yeah.
Just like if you are trying to be a hip-hop musician and you're molding yourself against the greats that have come before you, you need to put in the work. It's still work. That's why we, pay us. We want our money. It's work. We put in work. It's long hours. It's no sleep.
So sometimes people don't pay you guys?
Yeah, sometimes people don't pay us. But then I introduce them to Justice, my baseball bat that I keep in my car.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. So either you pay me or justice will be served. Justice will be served. Yeah.
Enough for now. The thing is so what's difficult, the whole thing that makes it difficult is that you have to balance all of these things. And a lot of us right now, especially this new generation, the last 10 years, I think, of comedy, we've been trying to go and enter the international market. All of us have the dream to go perform overseas. We want to inspire and touch many people, you know what I'm saying? But then people will tell you hey man, I've got a gig. Not much money, but it'll be great exposure. As if I can go to the strip club and pay for a lap dance with exposure. You know what I'm saying? Is that too much? As if I can be like, oh, thank you, baby. What's your Twitter handle? I'll tweet about this. You can't do that in the strip club. I'm kidding, guys. I'm a Christian. So then you have to do other work. Like I do ads. Me and my brother Mo, you might have seen me as well. Do ads. Do a little bit of acting work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of writing for other people. Might do some, get into bed with people, you know what I'm saying, to pay us. It's been hard, but so figure.
But then for Mothotoane to comedy, like coming to the comedy club and is thinking about, movies, Sabo Leon Schuster, and thinking about the past Dube on Monday. What's the difference between stand-up, making movies, and actually having like a little drama series on the side? Is it different?
It's very, very different. It's very, very different. I mean, this sort of environment is different from what you'd see at a club. It's different from what you'd see at a theater gig. Think of it this way. There's a huge difference between seeing someone perform live and listening to their CD in the car. So when you see me live, it's almost like you can touch me, but you really shouldn't. My security is ridiculous. But it's almost as if you could. So...
Okay. Let me just shoot straight to you more. Kani was saying she has to and focus with comedy. About you, how do you balance work and at the same time being a comedian as well?
Oh, I don't have a day job. Comedy is my job. I don't know why you assumed I was the one who's employed. That's weird.
You look like one.
You look like one. It's my jawline. No, but I have a degree though, but I've never had a day job in my life because of comedy, because I enjoy it and it fulfills me and does sustain. It does pay the bills. So yeah, it's a misconception that we broke. Iba's lying. He's actually got a lot of money.
Sure. It's the truth, please. We want the truth now.
Yeah.
Do you have the man?
Guys.
No, it doesn't.
Of course it does. Guys, I can't afford to surf. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I can afford to go to some clubs just like to do research. You know what I'm saying? So
the researcher club.
What is research?
Researchers
so sometimes there's a budget there, you know. There's a budget that's involved. No, essentially there is money to be made, but what we do, like from comedy itself, is very difficult to do corporate, but corporate only comes in a certain time. Comes at the end of the year, and even then, that's like soul selling. You know what I mean? You have to go there and. You're not allowed to talk about politics. You're not allowed to talk about religion. You're not allowed to use any profanity, which might be your day-to-day language. Just like right now, I'm struggling to speak without F words and stuff. You know what I mean? But you're not allowed to do anything, right?
Okay.
And you have to entertain people still and be yourself. There's an expectation that it's impossible almost. So we do that at the end of the year. You make money from that. But like we make money from acting and writing. That's where we make money.
That's a job.
How we pay rent, which is essentially.
Yeah. I get you. All right, Junior. Thetha. Junior, 2017, please switch off your TV when you are calling into a live show. Please switch off, Junior. Yeah.
Hello.
Ushab, Ju.
Hello.
Hello, Ushab.
How are you?
How old am I?
No, how are you?
Oh, how am I? I was like, random match? Okay, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine too.
Keshab, what's your comment or question?
No, I was just saying that I'm very interested in comedy. I like comedy too much.
Yeah.
So I'd like to ask, so why there's not too much comedy on the TV?
There's no comedy on TV.
Challenges, or what are the challenges comedians face today so that, because we don't see too much comedy in the TV. So I'd like to know what are the challenges they are facing to spread the comedy.
All right. Okay, we'll have one of our comedians answer. Hashtag bring back Pure Monatu show. We'll have that question answered, definitely. Alrighty then, let's go to a short break. And when we come back, let's have our question answered. And let's take another caller. I'm hoping it's not Tepo again, because I'm listening to about Tepo from Bushback. All right, we'll be back after this. Welcome back. Of course, Lebelechi Daily Thetha gona mo SABC 1, and we're talking about comedy. And before the ad break, Nirnali Puchi show, of course, from one of our callers, Abu Chagor. Why is not enough comedy on television?
I don't think Junior only TV. So,
I know.
Let's be real. I think there is comedy, but if you want to see comedy, come and watch us live. But I think SABC 3 got out the comedy hour. And
maybe talk about Vanek comedy.
Vanek comedy.
Yeah.
I think there's the Bantu hour on SABC 2 as well. And if he has a dish, there's a comedy channel dedicated for that. I doubt there's a dish, but there is comedy. Junior. So Junior, there is comedy, SABC 2, SABC 3, and also online as well. You can, everything has gone digital. So you can go to YouTube and watch comedy. You can go to the other channels to watch comedy. So Junior, buy a TV.
In essence. All right, in conclusion, guys, any last words? I'm talking to aspiring comedians out there. Comedians don't know how to break into the industry, are kind of intimidated.
Well, remember that public speaking is a fear. A lot of people are afraid of public speaking. Jerry Seinfeld once said that you must be aware that at a funeral, most people would be in the box than giving the eulogy. That's how much we are scared of public speaking. So that's the first obstacle. Get over public speaking. Then write. You need to write and write and write and risk being not funny. You are going to get on stage and be not funny. Even Kidibon is on stage sometimes and he's just not funny that day. But it's a risk that you take. So practice, write, and get over the fear of public speaking. Then you can do it.
To any young comedians coming up, I'd just like to say, don't do it.
Mara. No, he has.
Don't waste your life. Get a degree.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. There's a lot of struggle, man, but be willing to fail. That's essentially it, man. Because for a lot of years, man, you'll be in obscurity, and the world won't love you. And by the world, I mean my mom. And I miss you, mom. I'm trying. I'm kidding. Essentially, yeah, you risk obscurity, man. A lot of people will judge you. You're a funny guy in school. You get into a space where people are telling you. And that's the only job where it's your personality as well. So like when you're a surgeon, you make a mistake. It's not your personality to cut arteries. You know what I mean? But for me, my whole life I've been told that I'm funny. I must get in front of people and prove who I am. It's very difficult. So be willing to fail and be willing to be hated and to be poor for a while.
And to be controversial as well. And Nick, just briefly also, before we let you go, I mean, you also are in the comedy club scene, obviously. You see up and coming, comedians all the time trying to break into the industry. What would you advise them?
Oh man, my advice stays the same all the time. If you're funny, get on stage. The only way to do it is to do it.
If you've
got to be there, got to get on stage. And the more you're there, the more you can interact with the rest of the comedians. Comedy is a very open industry. Guys are very willing to share and help you grow and help you develop when you're doing the right things. Then people they love you. They love you. But when you're no, I'm joking. But yeah, that's the thing. So just be funny, believe in your funny, and just push as hard as you can.
Alrighty then.
Sisters as well, just want to find out ukuthi nina nthini. One message is isikhathi sesincane sinikeza ukhanyisa ukuthi ungathini to ama female comedians asasabayo nokungena ku-industry asithusa nabantu besilisa athusa nabo Kini bona ungathini bona?
It's the same story. If you think you're funny, come, qabele staging and prove that you're funny. Like umzekelo ku Facebook inbox yami igcwele ngabantu who tell me I want to be a comedian, I don't know where to start. Khawukhangele nje, start a group of friends zakho mhlawumbe kule ndawo kuyo there's no comedians akade bantu friends zakho start performing for each other. And that's your passion and ultimately you'll get there. Ayikho enye indlela, there are no shortcuts.
Sister H?
Remember, we said it's all about passion. If you're passionate about it, do it. If you're going to come for it, or ubatla chelete, that's where you're gonna doy shem utlodoy.
Hayi bekumnandi sinama comedians wethu la kuyi-Daily Thetha. Sifunda okuningi ngawo as well. Sesibonile ukuthi kuba i-comedian akulula ngendlela yosisikhathi ocabanga ngakhona, but if ucabanga ukuthi u-talented, hambe stage.
And also let's have a jokes. Is it true? Ebenes, do you steal each other's jokes? Do you do research and exploit the up and comings and steal their jokes?
No, man. I don't steal jokes. Like I was telling my friend, they used to call me the day walker when I was a kid. Because I was an albino and they thought I was an albino with an afro. I'm kidding. No, people do that, man, but they won't. I mean, like, there are people who make it into certain spaces. At the end of the day, bro, you have to do what you have to do. There are a lot of people who are rich right now. They own businesses, successful businesses started from crime. A lot of things happen. You know what I mean? There are people who are successful. If you love the thing, do it, man. Morally, it's not okay, but I mean, there are people who do it. So it's unfortunate, but I believe whenever someone steals a joke from me, I just believe in my mind that I'm funny enough to write another one.
Cool
and
stuff.
10 years from now, I'll still be here.
Asingayixoxa indaba ye-comedy asiyibone nje ne.
Well, Kini theory introducer Teboho Li Kidiboni. Take it away, gentlemen.
Our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our greatest fear is counting change in the taxi. We've all been there. We've all been there. You get to the taxi rank, there's a queue, there's a taxi, it's almost full. There's that one seat that none of us wants to occupy. It's right in front, right? It's right in front. But because I'm brave, I get into that taxi, I sit in front, I start counting the change, and this lady just pokes me and she says, "Butwam, angtolangi change." And because I'm well educated, I turned around and I said, "My sister, you need to have the change that you want to see in others." The taxi industry knows that we're bad at math. They know that we're bad at math because we never say anything when they do us wrong. For every taxi driver, there's 15 passengers. There's 15 of us. But I guarantee you, how can I get taxiing and something goes wrong? Who do you complain to? You never tell the taxi driver. You always tell the passenger sitting next to you. Guys, I've been to Botoa, mina ngipelela la. Coming up next is Kidiboni Mulaudzi. If you are lucky enough to catch us in Botswana, we'll be there in Botswana next week Friday on the 7th doing the Botswana Comedy Festival. A round of applause, please, for Kidiboni Mulaudzi.
Yes. All right, this is my new joke. So as comedians, we get to write new material. So you guys are the first, very lucky to hear the joke. So thank you very much. So I was thinking, like as a person, you got senses, and sense of hearing, sense of sight, sense of smell, sense of taste, and sense of touch. Is it just me, or our senses are always fighting? If the one sense says something, the other one says, no, he's lying. Like, for example, your sense of hearing can go, hey, everybody, it's raining. Yes, it's raining. But your sense of sight goes, no, he's lying. And you go to the curtain. Yeah, he's right. he's right. It's really raining. Like your sense of hearing can go, oh, somebody farted. But your sense of smell, he's lying. Yeah, somebody did really fart. Or you open your fridge, and your sense of smell goes, oh, that milk, it's rotten, it's old. Oh, it's old. But your sense of taste goes, he's lying. You go, yeah. You guys have been great. My name is Kini. Thank you very much.